So the first thing you do when you start to clean a wheel is to gather all your tools. Make sure you know where your tools are. So put them all in one spot, take them out of your bucket. Make sure that you have them all gathered. And then the second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our bucket of sloppy water and we're gonna take our trays apart. And then we're gonna clean all of this slop, because it's big, thick slop and it's gonna be more if you throw more. And you're gonna clean it all into your bucket as best you can. You can use your plastic rib if you got one to do it, or however you wanna do it. Get as much out of it as you can. And the other side. So like all big pieces, chunks like this are gonna go into your bucket. I like to use the sponge most of the time. So then I'm gonna scoop that all into there. So the reason I'm doing this is to keep the heavier clay out of the water bucket over there. So then I'm gonna take the trays and my bucket of slop and I'm gonna go over to the sink. And if I'm alone and I don't have to worry about other people, I'm going to just put my trays in there. That's where I'm going to wash them. And I'm going to take the big, sloppy, thick, silty, and I'm going to put it into this bucket. And you can get all of the big chunks in there. And then you want to make sure that you're scraping this heavier stuff down in through the screen. Don't just leave it sitting there. And you're never going to lift this screen up and put anything in there. You're always going to put everything through the screen. And then you're going to come over to this wash station. Get yourself a nice big sponge and wash your trays in here. So you want to get all of the clay off your tray at this point, so that we're going to rinse it in the sink and we don't want to rinse any clay down the sink. And then you can put it in until you can rinse it. This is a good sample because it's red clay. So then that's pretty good. Put it in this sink, and we're going to just give it a good spray off. Get it clean. And then we'll clean our bucket. You don't have to do this really well at this point, but good job. We'll fill that with water, and we'll go back and clean our tools. So then we're going to go back here. And I always start with cleaning my tools. So I'll just put all the tools in the bucket. That clay can go in later. And then I just give my tools a good cleaning. I always do this at my wheel. Save space over there because there could be lots of people trying to clean up at the time. Okay, then you want to make sure all of your tools are out of this bucket because you don't want them to get lost. All right, the next step is to get any of the heavy clay off your wheel with a sponge. After this step, I'm going to shut my wheel off. So the first step is to just run your sponge along there really slowly so you're not flinging clay everywhere. And then you're going to switch your wheel off so you don't accidentally hit the pedal. Try and get most of the clay off at this point. And then the final touch is going to be with the clean microfiber cloth. So get yourself a clean, rinse it in here first. Okay, and then we're gonna start by seating your stool, if you got any clay on it. And then you're gonna clean your pedal. And then you can clean your wheel. And the microfiber helps get off all that residual clay. Make sure you clean down the sides, underneath the wheel head. Make sure you got it all off your wheel head. Make sure there's no drips up the front. Oh, there's some more there that wasn't. And one other place to check is the switch, which is where your hands usually go. And then you can grab your trays. Put your trays back on. Put your stool on top. Put your pedal on top. And double check your wheel to shut off. That's how you clean your wheel.